friends, Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. This haul video is going to be about books and maybe some other types of paper ephemera. So all my haul videos are probably going to be about an hour to an hour and a half long. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to get them down to an hour as much as possible. So let's just go ahead and get started on this one, and we'll just look at the books that I was able to get. I have some more to the side, but we'll start with this stack here. So for children's books, I picked up this cutie. It has bunnies on it. So for me, this was a win. It looked like a cute little circus. Well, it is a day at the circus. So it has circus and it has bunnies. So, I mean, I just feel like you can't go wrong. I love the words, the fonts, the pictures. They're super cute. I love the beginning and the of this book. And I also like these. Oh, I just seen one that was an S, I think. Look at Sandra Wildermuth. I wonder if you can find your initials. Oh my gosh. So there's a loose page. And this one has a trademark or a copyright, or what is it? I don't see one. All rights reserved. It says no part of this book may be reproduced or copied. All rights reserved. Okay. 1993. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So we have that little kid book. This one right here is called Friendship in Bloom. I love the pictures in this one. I thought they were so pretty, and they could make beautiful journal cards or tuck spots or just really beautiful images of florals. I mean, I just love them so much. I always gravitate towards these types of books and pick them up. So pretty. I love the cover of it. And another thing I look at for when I'm looking at books, even these little kid books, is I'm always looking, as I'm sure you are as well, how much I love the cover to keep it as intact as much as possible for my journals. So I love those both. I did find some golden books. I'll look at those in just a second. I want to grab this one out first. This one is the Surprise Doll. So also I have this thing about dolls. So I like to grab these, especially when they look spooky. And these images with just the black eyes to me look kind of spooky. I thought that was kind of cool. But I love all these little dolls. I love all the images. Let's see. This is 1949 copyright. Aren't they pretty? I feel like this is just like, if you are a fussy cutter, there's like amazing fussy cuts in here. And if you're someone who doesn't like to cut the books up, but you like to just use the images to make a journal, I think this is a wonderful one to do it. Look at this. But I mean, if you are a fussy cutter, like I just see like the belly band strips or the side strips, or there's just so much. This book is awesome. Love it so much. And then for golden books, I really don't know. I don't really collect golden books, my friends. I do not do golden book journals. I don't think that I ever will. I have a few that I have in my stash that I've kept. I've given some of my golden books away before in the past, and so my stash of books that I kept for myself are very small. I just like them. I think I have an attachment from when I was a child, and maybe I shouldn't say never. Maybe one day I will do a golden book journal. I love the golden book journals. They're beautiful. I love watching people make them. I love watching the flip throughs, and one day I will own one, but I don't know that I will actually make one. So I did pick these ones up. So I have the Sesame Street here, and Mother Goose Rhymes. This one is, I don't know, this is 1993. I have Elmo's 12 Days of Christmas. This one is 1996. First edition, 1996 is when this is. Nice, cute. I have a Winnie the Pooh. And I honestly see way more than this. This is 1991, it says. I see way more than what I have. I just never know which ones to grab. I honestly don't. Pussy Willow, I love this. I have a funny, there's like, I love the Pussy Willow. I think it's a beautiful, oh my gosh, beautiful part of nature. I think it's so pretty. I used to have them in my flower shop as I used them for decor, and I would use them in arrangements and things like that. But I have a funny story from an older lady that came into my store when I first opened about the Pussy Willows, and she was so funny, and she was seemed to be so prim and proper and so sweet and nice. And then I didn't catch on, and she was making funny jokes. When I finally caught on, I just turned beet red, but I'll never forget it, and I just loved that. So. But it's got the birds and the kitty cat. And let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you this. I cannot tell you the story on YouTube, but it was really funny. I'll never forget it. Copyright 1951. But look at these. Isn't that, the colors are gorgeous. The colors are gorgeous. I'm up in my dining room. The only light that I have is I have the overhead light of my dining room table, which I have soft light. And then I have that big windows. So I'm hoping these colors are coming through okay on all of this stuff, because it's kind of where I'm stuck showing these books. I have another little Christmas one, Noel. I love that face. So cute. This is a 1991. And this one I wasn't really too sure about. I mean, except for it being a Christmas. That's it. That was the only pull to this one. I mean, I did like this, but thought it was kind of cute. And I love this right here. But as far for anything else, it was Christmas, so I grabbed it. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Of course, again, rabbits and bunnies. I feel like there's just so many people that love rabbits and bunnies, myself included. So 1993, it's more, I feel like all the art is definitely more modern compared to like that other one that I showed that I really liked, the Pussy Willow one, where the colors are just so much more muted. I feel like, I don't know, I just love it so much. See, I'll probably keep the Pussy Willow. Hansel and Gretel. And can Sandra please stop saying Pussy Willow? 1954, same thing. I love the art, the colors that are used in this one. So pretty, so pretty. And Hansel and Gretel. Oh, such a terrifying tale. All right, we'll put those aside. All right, let's look at this little stack here. We have 5 Little Peppers. I feel like I've had this book before. 5 Little Peppers. Or is there, or maybe I have another book. Is it like a series? I don't know. Look at these pages. So these are the pages I like to collage with because of the age and how like aged out they are. Let me see if I can find anything in here. Manufactured in the United States of America. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't see anything else. I don't see any dates here from the handwritten parts from anyone. Goldsmith Publishing Company, Chicago. I don't know why I'm talking funny like that. Anyhow, I like it. The spine's coming apart. Everything is just like nice and grungy. Super cute. Love that. These ones right here I bought because, again, it's just Christmas. But look how fun these are. If you don't know what these are, they're all pop-up. So some people like them. Some people don't. I think it's fun and interesting to see how, like, if I took it apart, where all the folds, how many folds to get the dimension that it's got, if I want to make my own little pop-up book. But I have A Christmas Carol, Hark the Herald Angels, and The Nutcracker. So thought they were super cute. Had to get them, even if they just sit and do nothing. But I think they make good journal covers. I love the covers, the book cover itself. So stick those over there to the side. What am I doing? I have so many books, my friends. I bought so many books. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see. This one is the Webster's. This is 20th Century Encyclopedia. And I feel like I paid too much money for it. However, it was already in my stuff and it was cool. And I had a little bit of a, I don't know, I had a little issue. So when I went to pay for it, it was a younger person, like way young, not little kid, but like a very young adult. And I don't know, this is going to sound funny, but I mean, not funny, but weird, but he almost had like an air about him. Like he kind of had like a very young, what's that called? Like, I don't know, like you're not going to try and get a good deal with me. Like, I don't know. Anyways, it was the last day of the sale and I offered him some money for my stuff. And when I offered for my pile, which I felt was fair, he tripled my number. I was like, no. I said, well, how about I'll put this back. And then I put this back. And then I was done and we got to this book and he says, yeah, this book by itself is going to be this much. And I said, he goes, it's a, he goes, what do you call it? He goes, yeah, that Bible's old. You're going to have to pay this much. And I said, well, it's not a Bible. It's an encyclopedia. And it's torn up and chewed up. So it's only good to be pieced out. Like, it's literally falling apart. And he goes, so he took $1 off his price. I was like, whatever. I'm just going to get it because I like some of these images in here. And then I don't know. I'm sorry, my friends, but honestly, when I walked out of there, I told my husband, I was like, he's a little punk. He was like, Sandra, you got a good deal on everything else. Just settle down. No, he didn't say that, but he gave me that look. I love this cover. Oops, got my hair on there. Got this cover right here, the paper jacket. But I love it because it's still on the book. This is going to be such a beautiful journal book cover, I think. I love the spine. Obviously, when we make our books, we usually take these spines off, but they're so good to use in different things. What does the back of it look like? Oh, it's got pretty picture back there too. The demand for this book has been so great that we have issued this 4th printing with a gay new jacket at a lower price. That's funny. All right, so fun in bed for children, for boys and girls from 6 to 10. Let's see. 1935, Simon & Schuster. Okay. So cool. Copyright 1935. Oh my gosh, look at these. Look at the images. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to be, in all honesty, like, what I want to do when I look at this book right now, I'm like, I want to piece it out and then also sell the cover separately. Or do I sell this book as one whole book? The first part of me is like, keep it, Sandra, and make your own journal. But I have so many. I mean, how many can I make? I mean, it definitely needs corners on it, if that's what you like to do. Some people don't like to do the corners. They like to leave it, just ink it up, put some paint on it, and just leave it with the chewed edge. That's cute too. So I have that one. And I did buy 1951. What's this called? Yearbook. So they had lots of yearbooks, so I fingered through them really quick to see which ones I'd like. A lot of them had writing all over them. I like this because it looks like they made, like on our phones now, how you can like hold the picture down and make a sticker of something. That's what that reminded me of. So fun fussy cutting. But I liked this one because it had all the little images of the faces, some of the bigger ones, but they didn't have writing through them. A lot of the yearbooks, like see this one right here, she signed it, which is fine, but some of them had so much writing through the pictures, I just felt like I couldn't use them. So I just kept this one right here. I already kept it. I bought that one. And then I also bought this book right here. Jason found a lot of these books for me. So this one is called Physical Geography, Revised Edition. Very old and well loved or not loved. I don't know. Sometimes I say that, like, we say well loved a lot of times, but really, was it well loved if it has this much damage? Poor book. Poor old book. Anyhow, it's got pages that are loose. It's got some newspaper, 1940, Omaha, Nebraska, July 14th, 1940. So it's got some flag. I don't want to open this up because I don't know if I don't want to have to worry about folding that back up. What's this? This is Dawn Harper, July 17th, 1930. Dear Madam, on a number of occasions I came to the rescue of Alvin when he was in difficulty. Oh my gosh, it's a letter? And I personally guaranteed the payment of the court costs and your costs and even tried to avoid paying me. Finally, I got settled with him and interacted for him with the railway company, but he got so bad they could not keep him and depend on him any longer. You are better off than you were when you were his wife, and you would... Stop it. Is this true? You would be much better off now if you were with him, and adjust yourself to the conditions as you find them, and don't depend on anything from him, or else you will be disappointed. He may be married, but I doubt it, although he is probably around some woman. As far as you are concerned, forget him, and it won't do any good to worry. Yours truly. What the heck? I'm like, I don't even know what to think. Like, is this a true thing? In 1930, were they just as... Oh my... Stop it. I can't. I just can't. Somebody help me here. I'm like, what am I reading? Oh, okay. Another newspaper clip. This one is from 1916. Iowa, Glenwood, Iowa. The Boys Company. Let's put that over there. This has got some cool stuff in it. I feel like this would just be something I would sell all together, maybe. I don't know. The documents, 1917. I feel like I can make... I've never made digital, any digitals, and I'm thinking about doing it. These I feel like might be something I could do. I'm never going to use the originals, though. So I feel like, should I just photocopy them? Not photocopy them. Scan them in to make my digital art. Should I tear them apart, make digital art? Or just scan them in and then try to sell them? Because some people do like the original documents. I'm not an original document keeper saver. Like I'll just file them away and forget about them. Look at all this awesome handwriting. Cool. Oh, I feel like this is happy. I don't know if this is a letter or a poem. Oh, it's out of a notebook. Happy October. Oh my gosh, this is pretty cool. More old handwriting. This is cool. Jason's the one that found this, by the way. Not I. He was like guarding these books. He had a pile and he was waiting for me to come around. I was walking around the room and he was like watching me. I could feel him watching me. So I looked up and then I noticed him just standing there and I was like, okay, I better go over there. He was literally guarding a pile of books. Like he didn't want to walk around with them in case I didn't want them. All right. More newspaper stuff. I don't know if the date's on this one. I don't see 1946 portrait though. It says right there, and we know it's old. Let's see what's inside here. Okay, I'm gonna do a flip through like this. Oh, we have some maps, pretty colors. I'm loving that. Oh, some nice images inside here. Loving that. What the heck? What kind of animals are those? Animals of the southern continents. Goodness gracious. I do know how to read most of the time. Case. Oh, look how pretty that is. If you are pink and green with some brown fan, that's gorgeous. I am one of those. Oh, look at those colors. Okay, this is a really cool book. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I don't even know. I just don't know. All right. What my idea is behind anything that I'm selling, especially when I'm doing full-on books, no matter where I get them from, my idea behind it is that I want to make sure that I'm purchasing at a price that's good for me to make money, but I want to sell them. So like Jason found a few books and I was like, I can't buy that book because the price was so, these are just some bags. I liked them. I thought a little stack of bags. I think they make cute bag journals, the size of them, you know? So anyhow, I have to be able to make money on it, but I have to keep in mind that some people are want to buy things to resell as a whole. And if they want to do that, then they need to be able to make money also. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Of course, I'll come across things where I just love it so much and I need to get it. And maybe I will only make the money and hopefully, and then somebody who buys it will be someone who's maybe more interested in just using it or keeping it for their collection. But for the majority of the books that I buy, I'm looking at it in the way of, what can I buy this for? So can I buy this book cheap enough for me to sell it to you or whoever wants it at a great price where I'm making money, but also if you wanted to resell it, you can make money too. So I have to tell you, I have a lot of these books. So let me get into this really quick here. Oh, no, I have two of these exact books, the Bobbsey Twins at the Circus. And they're very well aged paper. They're not crumbling, but it's so cool. And I just think this is really great paper. I love to work with it. They've got some images in it. I love on the Bobbsey Twins, these types of books. I love these front and back images here that they put on their books. Let's see what the back. It's just a nice green hardcover book. So I do have two of those. I don't know where the other one went. Is this it? Here it is. The jacket was a little bit more, it's got like, some of these books have like, it's bent, like it's got some damage right there. I just bent it back up, but anyhow, it's the same book. So I have 2 of those. I have this book right here, which is the 3 and, what is it called? We 3 and Scotty. This is a, the study readers. So it's got some chewed up stuff here, like, not chewed up, like frayed up. I keep saying chewed up, but I mean frayed. So it does have some markings in this book. I think it's still really cute for the images and the font. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Look at these pieces in here. Like, there's just so many things you can do with this. It's got lots of great parts and pieces to this book. Love it. Like, cute journal cards. This is fun. This is definitely, like, it's got a lot of staining in there, a lot of age. Some of the pages have little tears in it. I would feel fine myself. It would not bother me to cut this up and use it to make journal cards and pockets and just all the different things. This is 1934. Oh, I guess I didn't say what this one was. This one is 1937 for these 2. And then I also have this one right here. This is book 2. What book was this one? This is the Elson readers. So very frayed up here. The back is coming off. So let's get the 1927. Boom, baby. We're on it. 1927. It's not newer than 1927. So that means this can be used in digital kits. So cool. This one can be used in digital kits. These ones cannot, because I can't reproduce. So, but they're still gorgeous, and you can still make things with them. You can still sell your art making things with them. You just can't reproduce like in a digital kit. This one I can. So I need to maybe put that aside so I don't forget. I have to go through the books later anyways. Some more doilies I found. These are heart-shaped, and I think they're more intricate, so I love those. Here's some more doilies. These are different sizes of doilies. Looks like I lost a little bit of that footage. My battery had died. So like I said, the heart ones, these, the doilies, these were different sizes. I was trying to get these pulled out for you. So they're a little bit smaller. So like just for like this smaller book. Isn't that cute? So cute. Anyways, have those ones and those ones. We'll put those into the doily pack. And because my camera died, I'm not really sure where I left off. So I'm going to go ahead and show a few of these things. Sorry if you hear me. I'm actually standing on a little step stool ladder, and I keep climbing up and down to look into the video. I'm upstairs in my dining room. My dining room table is bar height. I am not bar height. I'm like little kid table height. So I have some of these ballet school recital little pieces. They're really cool. They're like just fun ephemera pieces. I think, I don't know, 2000 that's the year that these were. Oh no, hello, Sandra. Wednesday, June 22nd, 1932, 34. So just some funny ephemera pieces that I found. I also, like these, I might have already shown these. I'm so sorry if I have. I lost some footage. I'm not sure where it's at, but I wanted you to see these. Now there's some glare because they're in plastic. So these were pieces that were already cut out by someone else, and then they were put in just as for keeping. Isn't it beautiful? And it's just got file folder, it feels like, on the outside. I mean, in there with it to hold it. So there's that image, this image, this image. I just grabbed all of them. Well, actually, I did leave a few behind. I grabbed all the ones that I fell in love with. I love all of these images. They're so pretty. I think they'll be so fun to play with. Put this over in my ephemera paper stack. And then there were these bags. Again, I don't know if I already showed this, but I thought these would make great sack journals, or even inside, because they're nice and thin for pages inside a journal. They're just a really nice length. And now I have some books that I want to show you. I had restacked this and I was checking the camera. That's when I know I had some lost footage. So give me one moment, and I'm going to put some stuff away, get off my ladder, and then I'll be right back, so I know that I'm in frame now. All right, I believe this is the last stack of books that I have from this big haul. I do have some more vintage type things. I have 3 more boxes of fabrics and laces and doilies. And I have 2 more containers of of a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So it's going to be another 1 or 2 videos. But let's finish out the books here. So this book, this is a leaf and flower press book. I just thought it was so cute. Jason found this one also. And let's see, it's Velcro straps. Cute. This made me think of those bra straps that there's a big craft off recently that I was watching, and I was thinking this reminded me of that, but these are Velcro and just holding this together. Now this is a press book, so it's got wood right there, but all the papers that are in here, it's just cardboard. So it's got your cardboard pieces already in there. It's got this paper in there for pressing. The flowers in between. It's never been used, but it's all set up. I thought this was super cute. And then it just was held together this way, probably so you can tighten it when you're pressing your flowers. When I first seen it, I thought it was Mary Englebright because of the color. Oh, it is Mary Englebright. It is M-E. See, I knew it. You probably already do too. All right, there's some vintage ephemera pieces. I think this I actually found at a yard sale. And there was just a little book here. So cute. I love the images in here. I love all the medicine bottles. I don't know what year this is. Does it tell me anywhere in here? 1951. And yeah, it's just got some really great images. This was super cute. I mean, it's awesome. It's so awesome. I love this. So I had to grab this one. They had a couple of other ones, but even for a yard sale, I thought it was kind of high pricing on a couple things. So I did leave. I just decided I'm going to pick my favorite one, and this was it. I picked this one. And then another book, another golden book. So this again at the yard sale, and cute little duckies. 1995, so definitely newer. So you can see how it's like really. It's a stiffy. It's definitely newer, but the images are really pretty. This is really, really pretty. I think this would be fun to fussy cut, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and sell all my golden books because I don't do golden books. I don't think it's something I'll do, like I said before. I may keep a couple just in case, but yeah, I suppose if they don't sell, I can just use them for fussy cutting. That's not a problem. I think I might have already shown this, but I can't remember. So I'm going to just flip through it really quick again. This is the ornate pictorial calligraphy instructions and over 150 examples. This is 1982. So I can see, it doesn't even matter. I don't have to look for any more copyright dates because we already know. But look at these. These can be all cut out individually. I can piece this out in paper bundles or just paper parts, just whatever. It's really pretty though. It's pretty cool. Liking that. This, let me move these books out of the way. This, Janae was with me when I was shopping at some of the yard sales and estate sales. This music book, I don't normally pay as much as I did for this book. Janae did point out to me how beautiful the music is without any words on it and how she loved it. So I was like, do you want it? She goes, well, I don't need a whole book of it. So she goes, but she loved it. And it was just really fun to shop with her and and get her input. I love this. So I did pick this one up. This one I'll actually piece out. This will go into paper bundles. I'll probably do some copy dyeing on some of these pages. There's just a ton of pages on here. This is, let's see, copyright, international copyright secured. So it has copyright MCMXLVI. Don't know those. I have to look them up, and I didn't do that before this video. So we have that one right there. And let me move that one over. And then I have a handful of littles right here. So let's take a peek at these. I think this is not the last stack. I have one more stack of books, which I can't believe I found this amazing collection. I can't wait to show it to you. Maybe it might just be me, but I think it's pretty awesome. I know I said before I wasn't gonna buy more Bibles and Bible type books because I can't cut into them. However, this one is a Lutheran book of prayer. It's the size of my hand, so it's kind of small on the small side. I think it's pretty just for decoration, But I figure if I can't sell it, maybe I'll give it to my father-in-law for his, because he's a collector of all kinds of things. But my husband grew up Lutheran and his dad is a layman minister. So I thought, you know, I don't know, maybe. So, but I do have this. I'm going to try and sell it first and then we'll see. This little book, this one is A Change of Air, Hope. It's got, I don't know if it shows, but it's got some design on the spine there. It does have like an embossed, like florally around the cover. It is fabric. This one is, so this was a gift in 1902. This one here, A Change in Air. So this one can be photocopied or you know, can be used in digital kits and redone. I don't know that I'm going to do that with this one or if I'm going to try and just sell this one as is. But the pages, they're aged, but they're not like crumbling in my hand. It does have a, I don't know, the texture. It's got a little bit of a texture to the page. Like I can see, it reminds me of like when I was doing the paper towel, sopping up water, and it has like that same kind of a look of a paper towel roll on there. It's cute. Anyways, this book right here, Duke, and whoever had this, some little kid wrote Duke. It looks like it's written in pencil, but that's so, I just thought that was funny. He must have loved the dog's name. So cute image there. This one is, did I skip a page here? Yep, I did. This one, nothing there though. So moving forward, 1893. So again, this one can be used for digital kits, but I love this because it has, I love these pieces right here and the letters for the next chapters. I like that the chapters are in the numeral or the Roman numerals. There's, I think it says something about Christmas. So some of the stories at Christmas time, because it does talk about Christmas right there. So yeah, pretty cute. Pretty nice little book there. I'm looking to see if there's any images or any funny ephemera left behind by its previous owners. It's always fun to come across. All right, so that will go into the cells. And then these are all gonna go into the cells, I believe. Well, I think they're all gonna go into the cells. I haven't decided, I'm so sorry. I'm like back and forth. This one is, I don't know, I can't read it. So, 1900 Mary Schustel. So this has like some water damage, but it actually feels kind of cool. It's very thick. Washington, September 1892. Oh, it's in, I think this is in French. Noel, 1894. So let's take, there's a lot of writing in this, a lot of handwriting. So I'm not sure what kind of book this is. I'll go back to the front in a second here. But it is in French. It's just regular paper. It's kind of got a smooth, not a shiny smooth, but like a, it's still matte, but it's a smooth finish, it feels like, on my hand when I run my fingers across it. It is, what's the name of this? Maybe somebody else can read it if I stay still long enough. Right there. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where I'm at with this camera. I'm so sorry. So we have that one. I took up my space by putting everything here. Another thing I came across, before I get to those next things of books, I have never come across them at a sale or anywhere, are piano rolls. And I actually have a piano roll that Jamie gifted to me. And I have this one. I'm going to take them all out because I want to see what's going on in here. So it's just interesting. So I guess they're all made on a little bit, their papers can be different. This one, for 6 couples. It's the Virginia Reel. I was reading the front right here. And I guess if I would have left that, hold on a second. Hold the phone. Hold the roll. Let's get that out. What I was trying to see is how much is on these paper rolls. So apparently, and it's got some tear right there. but it was already off when I pulled it out of the box, and then I stuck it back on there. Yeah, it's a thick roll. Okay, get back in there. But I wanted to see what all the papers look like. So I think I'm gonna stick that like that for now. Oh my gosh, will that be a mistake? Hopefully I'll be able to get that out. Okay, I have that one. And then, oh, and I was gonna see, like, it has something right here too. On the bottom of the, then we have this one. This is word rolls somewhere in Old Wyoming. Let's take that one that way, see what's in here. So this paper feels a little bit different. Cool, loving it, okay. I'll get these together better, but right now, my hands are done. I shopped so much that my hands just got so tired. And stick this back in here gently. And then I'll pop it like that. Then this one here, word roll rise, okay. Feels a little lighter. Let's see. But I mean, it must be a whole roll because that piece is right there. But this paper's definitely different. Ooh, that's super cool. Oh, I love this. That's neat, neato. Oh my gosh. So there was like a dozen of these paper rolls. And I don't know if people actually really want these. I don't know if everybody already has what they want. I don't know if I've got them at a good price. So I have to be able to sell them and make money. So I don't know. And based on those things, of all those I don't knows, I chose 4. This one is doesn't have a saying on the thing on the box, but it's a QRS player roll. And then, oh, this is called The Sting. That's handwritten. And this is really a lot like the one we just seen. I think it's almost, maybe it is the same. It feels a little tiny bit different, but it really looks the same, and it's see-through. I love that. All right, so I picked my favorite 4, and I said I was like, you know what, if they sell well, if people actually want these and they sell well, I'm gonna reach out and see if they still have those other piano rolls, and I can grab more, but that's not a guarantee, right? This is what I have. So I'm gonna set these aside, and then I'm gonna slide over my last book bundle. And here we go. I think I need my ladder again. I can't see where I'm at. So this was a whole, look at all of this. This was a whole set of the Bopsy Twin books. Don't know if anybody else likes the Bopsy Twins like I think they're so cute. I don't believe there's a lot of photos, if any. I have to look through them to show you, but I don't know if it's a whole set, how many's in the set, but there's 18. Let me turn them all this way. I'm pretty sure I have 19 of these. So if the set is 19, no, see there's number 32 right there. So I already know I don't have the whole set because I'm pretty sure I bought 19. They were all together. It had a few other books in there. And I think I already showed it on a previous video or a soon-to-be video. I'm not sure in the order these videos are going to be listed, so sorry. But you'll see a couple of Bopsy Twin books. I don't know if they go with this set. I don't think they do. These ones look like they all have the same image. And those other two had a different image. It was still a little boy and little girl. I believe there was a dog with it, but it was a different image. So now, let's take a peek and see what's going on. This is just fun to play with them like this. This hurts my hand. So what I like about these books is that you get the jacket. All of them have their jacket, and they all have this really pretty green cover. I think they're all green as I'm looking past. Yes, they're all green. One of them might be a little different, unless it's just worn. Anyhow, so you have your green cover, and they all have these really cool insides right there. They are publishers, Grosset and Dunlap, New York, and 1949. So yeah, it's just regular font. These are just great books. I think the covers are really amazing to make little journals out of. I think the font, the words are great to use for collage or to add little book pages in your journals. I guess they do all have, I think they might all have a photo, or at least one photo in the front. So there's that one. This one has some writing in it. These pages are older, so some of them are going to be not as aged as others. So that's something I did not know. I'm kind of looking at these with you, my friends. I mean, I seen them really quick and I was like, yeah, I'll grab them. 1946 for this one. Same good old things as I explained on the other ones that I like about them. I would love to hear how you like to use them. This one did not have any photos. I did not see. So we have too many books for me to keep going back and forth on it though. But again, like whoa, back up. Okay, that one's that way. Oh, I guess they are all the same. This one is more aged on the cover. So I wonder if they just had the jacket off. Let's see. 1957, Happy Birthday. 1957, this one has so cute. So cute. She doesn't look too happy, but the image is still very cute. This one is 1950. And the pages, tear out this envelope now, mail your film. Okay, now we'll just leave that in there. Oh, there's another image back there. So I guess just depending on the book. So there's 3 of the 19. And of course, when I do the cells, I'll give a better look at these. We're just doing a quick look through. I want to see if there's ephemera in here, if there's a page in here. And I'm looking also for that date to see if they have one. 1950. Green, nice done. No ephemera. 1927. So here's one that we can use and in collage work for making digitals or reproduction. We could do stuff like that, I believe. So we have that book. Let's get another stack here. This one is nice green and older pages or more aged pages. This one is 1920, does it say 1926? Yep, 1926. Okay. Some of the corners are a little bit bent here and there. This, oh my gosh, that's so adorable. This one, 1945. These pages aren't as aged, but they still have that a nice creamy color to them. This one is 1929. Oh, that's a cool. At first I thought that was a microphone karaoke, but no, there's bats and it's a flashlight. It reminds me of like not a panic room, but an escape room. Escape room, that's what I'm thinking, yes. So we have some more here. Let's see this one. Oh, a new cover. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh yes, this is the Bopsy twins. So we got a different cover. Cute, okay. All right. Gotta pay attention here. I'm glad I'm looking at I'm glad I'm pulling the sleeves off and looking because I wouldn't have known that. Okay, and it feels like the, nope. Ooh, the gypsies. So I just like all the words and stuff like that. I have a friend whose daughter goes through books and stuff and she can make a story by crossing off full sentences and words and things like that. And then you just read through the pages, the ones that aren't crossed off. So cool. 1917. Super cool find. Love that one. All right. So then we have this one back to the normal, not the normal, but what we normally have been seeing, I guess, on this video. These pages feel a little bit stiffer. This is 1946. This cover is another one of this ones that we have the most of here. No funky ephemera inside. I don't see anything. This one is copyright 1916 and then copyright 1944. Okay. This one, that's the same look there. And I don't think I looked at the spine on these ones. I should check that out really quick. This is 1925. We have 5 more books after this one. This one, so there's some wear on some of them, or is that just powder from the sleeve? Oh, maybe it's powder from the paper here. Okay. These pages are definitely older, but they're not crumbling. 1939. Same. And then this one is 1934. And then once these books are done, I have a pile, just a small pile of some really cool older, I think amazing finds that I want to add into this video because I think this is the one that it will fit into. 1950 on this one, sorry, 1915, and then again in 1943. So we'll have to look at that one there. Anyhow, so I'm gonna pop that in here. This is the same type of cover as the other ones. So it looks like I only have one. And nobody has any kind of fun hidden ephemera. 1931 on this one, but they all have, except for I think one. I think I've seen an image in every one of them. And maybe I just flipped through it too fast because it seems odd that that one book didn't. But there are, I mean, there's more than just the 19 in a set of the Bobbsey twin books, so maybe it was something that was changed. Oh, that is that nibbling or is that getting stuck on something? Well, so be it. It's there. Nothing we can do about it. Let's see. This is 1913 and then 1941. So pretty cool. Did I look at the cover? I think I did, yes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that other stack because I think you would just love it when I show it to you, and I want to definitely hear what you think about it. All right, more photos. I'm hoping that the book that I had the black and white photos made it into the video. Friends, you have to let me know if it didn't make it because there's a part that's cut out. But with photos, I wanted to show you, I found these. Now this one is quite large, but I feel like this is something I could use in to make collage work stuff with, things like that. I think I can. This is 1955 to 1956, Opportunity, Washington, 7th grade class. Look at that. I love it. And then I have anything written on the back. Kodak. Let's see. Yep, anything else on the back of that. So put that over here to the side. This one right here is like it's like hard. Look at all those beautiful women. And they're all in black, wearing black. This must be their teacher right here. There's different ages. So like, was it daughters and mothers? I don't know what this is, but it has everybody's photos on the, I mean, it looks like it's all the same handwriting. I will say that. So whoever wrote this out, this is, what is this? Pullman, Washington, Moscow Pullman Highway. I don't know. I don't know what type of photo this is. Has anybody ever seen these before? I don't know what it is. I love how they're all sitting so sweet and ladylike. The forgotten art of sitting like a lady. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. And then here's another one. This one, it's not as bright as the other one. They are both different. Let's see if this has anything more on here. Moscow Pullman Holt. Okay, I can't read or speak. I can read. This is Moscow dash Pullman Highway. It's Pullman, Washington. So these were at an estate sale. They're so cool. Anyways, there's that one right there. And then here are some other photos. I was just like snatching things up. Like this is 19, no, I don't know what's going on here. And this one right here, this photo, so cool. This one is in October 19th, 1890. It's a wedding. I don't know. That was at a wedding. Isn't that cool? And then this one, I love this embossed thing. What's that called? The matting, the frame, I guess is what it is. Her whole style, her outfit, her hat, her hair, her beautiful face, the whole thing. I just love this. Is there any? But it's a card. I don't think it opens for me to see anything. I feel like this photo, I can't tell if the photo, it feels like the photo was cut in an oval and then set in there. I don't feel like it was set from behind, if that makes sense. And then there's this real cool one. This one, I love this one. All right, already, get on with it. Take the picture. We've got work to do. From a further glance, I thought this was like wheat coming up, but it's not. It's just some foliage. And then here's the house. You can see the siding of the house there. I love this. This is so cool. I don't have any dates or anything like that on this one. So we'll set those ones over here to the side. And then this one's quite large. And I don't know what this is. Was this a family reunion? Was it, it feels like there should be more men in there if it's a family reunion. I don't know. Let's see on the back if it says anything. It has all the names again. So it has the back row, and then maybe this is the beginning of the front, because then it says back row right there with all the names on it. But anyhow, this photo, this was already folded in half. I did not do that. Somebody folded it in half and put it away, which is fine because then it just makes it easier to use for me. Now, these ones were in frames, but I have to say, I'll probably be taking them out, and they were just on the wall. So this estate sale, I was just like walking by, and I'm like, what? And so I was just snatching stuff off the walls, and they were pretty expensive. I didn't grab, I wish I would have grabbed more. I did not. It ended up being the last day of the estate sale, and I could have got even more amazing original old documents for a really great price. But I was a little terrified that I wasn't going to be able to go down as low as I needed to go to stay within my budget. And so I grabbed a handful of things in hoping that I didn't have to put them back. Now, I wish I would have went back and grabbed the rest of stuff, but I didn't. So I have this cool old photo. It's all nailed in. So I'm actually going to take them out of the frames. I don't feel like this frame is anything like old fashioned or fancy. I don't know, maybe it is, but I'm gonna take it out of the frame. I wanna see if there's anything behind these photos, dates or notes or whatever. Here's another really cool old photo. This one has it's like a black and white, but it has the light hint of pink on her, what is that called for a girl? Is it still called a cummerbund on a dress if it's for a girl? It has that pink, a little bit of pink in the lining on the button front, a pink thing in her bow, in her hair. And then this cute little guy here has a little bit of pink on his, oh my gosh, what's that neck scarf called? I forgot. A little bit of gold here, and then some pink, and maybe a hint of gold in that tie too. It's hard to see through this frame. This is, I don't know, I can't read that. See, it's got that glass, it's glary. And again, it's got the nails, so I need to have Jason help me get those undone. Now these documents are what I was talking about, and I have one more, but it's so gigantic, I have to put it on the table by itself. And sad, not sad, I broke one of the frames. So these are not vintage frame. I don't think this is. Well, this might be older, but it's nothing, I'm not gonna keep it. I don't care for the frames. It's not something that I love, but the document has the seal on it. It's a marriage certificate, State of California, County of Ventura, which that's the same county that I had my 2 oldest children in. It was Ventura County. And this is this wedding day was August 27th, 1930. The Minister Methodist Episcopal Church. So cool, and I cannot wait to open this one up. But look, it's one of these older ones. I don't think I'm going to keep it in the frame. I can't use it in the frame, and I don't want to just hang it on my wall. So I will be breaking into it. And then this is the frame that I broke in my traveling. My car was stuffed, and I was trying really hard to protect everything, but this one unfortunately cracked under pressure. So this is a marriage certificate, and this certifies that somebody was married. I need to see what the dates are. Is this in fact an original? I don't know. I don't see a stamp on there like a seal. I don't see that. But I also don't see the date to know more. And wouldn't that just be the most silliest thing if I paid this high price for something that was just like a digital kit to begin with? Just kidding. It wasn't a crafter's house that this estate sale was. This one was not. But it had a lot of really cool stuff that us, as in the junk journal world, will definitely use in our stuff. So let me set that aside here. I'm gonna grab the other one really quick because it's huge. I had a little measuring thing up here. I just don't remember where I put it. So this right here, I'm gonna get on my ladder again. This one right here is a very long document. I can't, if I turn it this other way, which I will in a second here just to show you, we can look at it a little bit more closer. It is in a cool frame. I feel like this is a reproduction frame. I don't feel like it's anything really old, just because I know like what things look like when I have sanded in and redone them, and some of the vintage frames that I have had, and it doesn't really feel that way to me. I mean, I could be wrong. I have been known to be wrong, and I don't know antiques. But it does have the little nails right here in the back, and so I'll have to get that off. And obviously there's some water damage. I want to get that out of there. Do I dare do this while I'm on film? Ooh. I don't want to bust the frame or rip the paper. So my fear is that if there is water damage, is it stuck to this? It looks like somebody had later on went and reinforced it. So that's why I feel like I can get this out. So, because these silver metal things are definitely not vintage. Or wait, let's take that back. They could be vintage, but they're definitely not antique. Okay. And this, again, is a document. I'm not going to put it on my wall. It's not something I'm going to be decorating my house with. And I'm not going to ship frames with glass. It's just too much. I'm not going to do that. If I sold this document in full, I would have it rolled and put into a protective sleeve of some sort, probably, unless it was not able to be rolled for protection. Okay, getting there. All right, I got it out of the frame, and my daughter called, so here we are, back at this. So this one is, this is the original stamped embossed seal. This is the paper patent, be just merciful, honorable, and brave, be it known by all men that Augusta Johnson, a worthy member of Naomi, it's a lodge number, the jurisdiction of Idaho was by said lodge on the 121st week. Well, I don't know if I'm reading that right. 12th week? 12th day of September, 1906. Recommended to receive the decoration of chivalry. Anyways, this is super duper amazingly cool. Like, I don't even have the right word. Super duper is like not right, but this is so cool. It was executed at Coeur d'Alene City, Idaho. This is so cool. Yeah, and there is some damage here, water damage. There's no tears. I haven't noticed any tears. Maybe like a little bit of like damage right there on the edge. You know, the part that goes under the frame that you don't see, but we'll see it in our stuff. So, oh my gosh, my friends, that is so freaking cool. Now, I know I said I was gonna leave off with this, but I do have just a couple more things. I'm gonna go ahead and throw them into this video because they really don't fit, I don't think, in the haul of the other videos. So if you're still with me, we'll take a peek at this. I bought some slides, but I also bought some really cool other finds. So this is a really pretty gold clay vase. It's a rum rill. I don't know my clay. I just know that I love stuff like this, and I love the colors like these golds and these greens that I'm always picking up, loving that. I don't think that I already showed this, but I do have this in my stash now. And I also found, I don't know what these are. I don't think that they're silver. They don't feel heavy to be silver. I don't know if they're just a replica. This is wax that's on them. I don't know if they're like a pewter, but they're candlesticks. So I love candlesticks, different ones. It's got some wheat on it with some little flowers in the middle. So I bought that little set. I just love these for like all different kinds of art, like with doll parts, or you can put little Christmas trees inside of them. There's just little different things you can do with those. I also found, let me grab these over here, these little things here, and this, and then this. Okay, gosh, all right. So what are these? I mean, I don't know. Were these for like easy bake ovens, or are they actual little molds for like little Jello and little bundt cake molds and things like that? Have you ever collected these? These are fun. If you like to drill holes in things, you can make little tiered things. I like to make little succulent gardens, you know, in them. So there's these ones right here. So there's two different kinds. And then there's these ones right here. This whole stack is this one right here. So, and they're cute. I just like them. So I don't know what else I would do with them besides doing my little succulent gardens, but have you ever played with things like that? And then these are the little round ones, the little, you know, like what are they called? Like a angel food cake, or a donut. Are these donut molds? No, I don't know. I like donuts. Okay, so I have those. And then this cool old lighter, which I don't know if it's, oh, there. Oh, it's a little snooky. Isn't that pretty? Love that. I just love old vintage things. I like to put them in my kooky corner, my spooky kooky corner. So let me move those things out of the way. And then these two dishes. So these I love because they're shallow. And I feel like they're just so easy for me to work with. I can put little fussy cuts in there, buttons, beads, whatever I'm working with. I know they're really slippery, so like beads and stuff like to roll around, but just having like lots of little pieces in them. And they're pretty. The color's pretty. Like I feel like I could still see all my things. It's got flowers on them. What are they? This is, it's dishwasher and microwave safe. So I can even bring them upstairs and use them as dishes, but I won't. These are too pretty and I'll just use them in my room. But I do love those. And okay, so this will be the last thing on this video. So this is what I found. I found this box, filled with slides. And the person, this was an estate sale. This one says, I have to go through and read it, but I think he put down like where they're all from. So we've got, this one is in Rome. So these are Florence, Rome for these ones. This was just a big bundle. So I don't know what those ones are. I just had my little, there was an upstairs and a downstairs. So they threw my little paid ticket in there. This one is, I don't know if they all have a thing in there, but they're all slides. That one's full. This is a full deck of slides. Like I feel like I hit the mother load. And this one right here. So we did have a couple of grandkids that went with us on the last part of it. We picked them up. My daughter Danielle, her girls. So they went with us and wanted to do some yard selling. They like doing that little shopping stuff. And the two younger girls, Ella and Lainey, so it was Liliana, Ella, and Lainey that went with us. They found, this is Rome also. So a lot of these are from Rome. So it must have been like vacationing. So there's all these are full. Anyhow, we went to this one place and this lady was having a big sale and she had brand spanking new, all kinds of like home decor, indoor, outdoor stuff, everything. And she says like, I don't care. I'm getting rid of everything. We're leaving the area. Everything has to go. She goes, and she had a lot of stuff out there and the day was just getting hotter and hotter. I did not have a trailer with me, my friend, so I could not shop like that. But, Janae got some stuff for her place. My daughter, and then Ashley got some stuff for some photography shoots. Anyways, everything was, she said $1 each, $1 each, take whatever you want. Well, the girls found this big makeup bin area, brand new stuff, face creams, makeups, and they're little. And she had these big giant plastic bags, fill it up for $1. All the makeup you want. So the girls did. Told Danielle, my daughter, about it, and I was chatting with her. She called me this morning, and she was like, well, this morning of the day of this video. And which is the very next day from the estate sale that we went into the yard sales. And so I was telling her about it and I said, Danielle, I don't know if she's still selling it, but she had a lot of stuff there. You guys should go back out there. Did I tell Danielle that? Yeah. I said, yeah, you should. She was like, oh man, Mom, I need stuff so bad, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, go and see, because she was working yesterday, so she didn't go, Danielle. And so they went back out there. They found the yard sale and they went back out there and she ended up chatting with the lady and the man. They all became friends. Ooh, these are pretty. These have, oh, do they all have red on the other side? No. This one, color slides. Oh, look at these that's a person. Are these all peoples? Oh, yep, these are some peoples in here too. Anyhow, so they made friends. Anyhow, the lady's getting rid of everything. So Danielle was like, Mom, we are going back out there. Her and her husband, Willie, my son-in-law, are going back over there. And they bought everything. They took them for the tour inside the house. So she's buying all this big pile that she had outside. She's getting all the stuff inside the house, furniture, home decor, like a whole living room set, like furniture, like a bed frame, a queen bed, everything. She goes, Mom, you're never going to guess how much. And I was like, just tell me. She goes, because she's probably right. She goes, $150. I was like, oh my gosh, you won. If we were like in a competition on who got the best score for the best price, it would be her. For her type of stuff, because I'm not going to be trying to make over furniture. I don't do that anymore. So these have some slides in here too. Goodness gracious. Anyhow, I've never actually played with slides. I have a lot here. This is all definitely going in a sale. I mean, I'll probably keep a handful of them, but that's all I will need. And then we have a lot of empty sleeves here, so that's cool. Goodness gracious, this video, every time I say I'm done, I look over and I'm like, wait a minute, I have to show this in here too. There's a lot of like scenery. Oh, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but I'm seeing it through with the light. Cute. Rome. All right, I need to keep these kind of together. These are just an empty sleeve pack. And this is a more empty sleeves, which I guess these can also be used for like little specimen cards. And there's, I don't know, there's just a lid. There's no inside. Maybe that's what this was in at some point. I don't know. All right, well, I'm finally done with this part of it. I still have another video to do a haul on. I have 2 more totes of just paper stuff, and I don't know, there's other things mixed in with it. I'll go through those with you. I have 3 big boxes of fabrics, lace, and doilies. I'll probably do the lace and doilies, and the fabrics, I'll probably just go through those on my own and make packs, and we'll deal with it that way. I'm not really sure. There's a ton, my friends. But until then, I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.